G'day guys, welcome to the ASX review for the 25th of October 2019. Okay guys, let's get straight into it. So this week, the XJO, the top 200, was up 1.35%. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was up every day this week. I didn't actually check that, but it feels like it was. I didn't have a lot of time looking at the market this week. I was sort of busy doing a few things, but from memory, it had at least a small gain every day this week. So in the end, quite a good gain. It was nearly 100 points, I think. So 1.35%, pretty solid. 119 stocks were up, 68 stocks were down, and 3 stocks remain unchanged. Now let's look at the top 5 gainers. GOR, which is a company called Gold Road, not one I know a lot about, but we'll talk about that one a bit more in a moment. That was up 14.56%. WSA, Western Areas, was up 12.62%. Saracen, SAR, up 10.3%. JB Hi-Fi had a good week. We'll talk about that one again a bit in a moment as well, up 9.96%. And Clydesdale, CYBG, I think that was on last week as well from memory. So that's had a couple of good weeks back to back, up another 9.76%. So the first one we're going to look at more closely is Gold Road, which had an announcement on, what day was it? Oh, it might have been Wednesday or Thursday, just an update on production and how it's going, and the market was pretty damn happy with everything. Again, as I said, it's not a company I know that well, and you got to take these announcements with a grain of salt, because generally what they do is always push the good stuff and bury the bad stuff somewhere down the bottom. But just on the face of it, I had a quick look at this announcement, and it looks good. You can see why the market was sort of excited by it. So it's a company I'm going to have a closer look at over the weekend. So as you can see, I'll just run through it quickly. Grey Air produced 29,000 ounces during the quarter. 2019 annual guidance range reaffirmed at the upper end of 75 to 100,000 ounces. Well, if they're doing 30,000 a quarter, 100,000 should be achievable. The all-in cost between 1,050 and 1,150 Aussie per ounce. That sounds pretty good to me with the price of gold at the moment and the low Australian dollar as well. Certainly helping these smaller companies. This is interesting. Gold Road has cash of 65.3 million and bullion of 5.8 million on hand. So plenty of cash, and net debt of 9.3 million, with 80.4 million of its 150 million facility drawn. Okay, I see. So 80 million owing of its line of credit there. It's got a hedge. So anyway, so interesting. Gold Road, not one I know that well, so one that I will be looking at. So I'm glad it popped up on the screen. Now the second one, JB Hi-Fi, has had a fantastic last 2 days. Yesterday in particular, it just had an announcement confirming a sales update and guidance, and everything pleased the market, obviously, because it responded well. Sales are up, sales growth of 4.7%, total sales up, and the good guys was down slightly, but not as bad. And they've reaffirmed their guidance of $7.25 billion in total sales across all their stores. So, yeah, as I said, the market seemed to like that announcement, and JB Hi-Fi had a really good week. Now let's look at a couple of the losers. Top 5 losers. WiseTech on there again. It was on there last week, lost about 12%, and it's lost another 12% this week. We'll have a closer look at that in a moment. PME, which is Pro Medicus. The healthcare stocks didn't have a good week in general, and they were the worst of them, down 11.46%. Cleanaway just today had a bad day. They were actually going all right for the week, and then today they were down 28 cents. We'll look at that a bit more closely. My little friend Galaxy, I'll talk about that one in my next vid more. And as I said, the healthcare stocks had a bad week, and Main Pharma down the bottom there, down 6.84% to finish at 54.5 cents. Now the first one, WiseTech. This was interesting what's been going on. J Capital Research that have questioned WiseTech's figures and basically called them liars, I think. So WiseTech have responded, and they were, their outrage was obvious in their couple of responses that come out during the week. This one here, I'll read a little bit. WiseTech global founder and CEO Richard White said, "We are very concerned that claims in this report may mislead and manipulate the market to the detriment of WiseTech's business and our shareholders. We are resolute in our vision to be the operating system for global logistics. We continue to stand strongly by our strategy, our technology, and our business model, all of which together fuel significant growth and global expansion. We confirm our guidance for full year 20 of revenue of between 440 and 460 million, with revenue growth of 26 to 32%, EBITDA growth of 34 to 42%. So basically, they've reconfirmed what they've already said, and I don't know. It just feels like this has a little bit more to play out yet. So it's going to be interesting to watch these stocks for the rest of the year, I think. This stock in WiseTech. Interesting stuff. And the other one I'll quickly look at is Cleanaway. Cleanaway clobbered on soft first half. Now these did get absolutely clobbered today. Today only they were down 13%, and they were actually down to $1.62. They finished at $1.85, so they were down another, I don't know, they must be near well, it says there 24%. So that's a bad day. I'll read a little bit here. An economic slowdown, softer commodity prices, and fewer trucks shipping their waste into Queensland and New South Wales have combined to undermine profit growth for waste management group Cleanaway. Shares in the company tumbled as much as 24% in early trading on Friday after Chief Executive Vic Bansal warned that first half profits were under pressure and weren't likely to show any growth compared with the same period last year, or a year ago. But he said over the full year, Cleanaway was still expected to deliver some profit growth as price increases and cost-cutting program found their way to the bottom line. Yeah, interesting one to look at. So I'd advise you perhaps look at this company a little bit closer. They're a bit of a slow burn sort of company, and perhaps going forward they will be. But there could be some value there to be had. Do your own research. Okay, so thank you to the Financial Review for that story, Mr. Simon Evans. Thank you. Now I'm stealing this from CommSec again. The investor signpost for the coming week. This is in Australia. I guess the most exciting thing is the Consumer Price Index, which will be released on Wednesday for the September quarter. I think I did listen to this. I think they're expecting about 0.5% for the quarter, which is relatively healthy. The Reserve Bank wants inflation to be between 2 and 3%, so I guess if they get 0.5% per quarter, that will get them there. Other than that, on November 1st, that's Friday, the Home Value Index is always interesting to see what property prices are doing around the country. Let's hope little old Perth starts to show some signs of life. We're due. We are due. And around the world, that's all the stuff. That's looks like, well, that's virtually all US stuff, which basically is the world. What's going on there? The Federal Reserve rates decision is on the 30th. When will we hear about it? It must be on the 30th, Wednesday. I think they're expecting rates to be cut in America again. Interesting stuff. Yeah, so lots of stuff coming out there to keep the nerds excited. And that is it. That is it for this week. I was trying to keep it under 10 minutes, and god damn it, I've nearly done it. So have a good week, guys. It is the weekend again. That's what I love about these videos the most. They're done on Fridays, and it is the goddamn weekend. So I'm always a little bit excited on Fridays. I know most people are. So I'm out riding this weekend again, amongst other things. Have a great weekend, everyone. If you do want to contact me, I've been getting a few more emails. Obviously, I'm making videos again, so that probably is why. My email address I'll put on the screen right now. If you want to pop me an email with any questions or just for a chat, or you can contact me via Facebook Messenger as well, which I do respond to. Have a great weekend, and I will see you. Actually, I'll see you during the week because it's going to be the end of the month, and I'm going to do my end of month video. I've got a few things to talk about in that one. So that will be, what day is that? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember. The last day of the month, I think it is on Thursday. So I will be back for that one. No worries, guys. Catch ya.